I'm never doing that ever again. So mostly everybody at my school is part of one of the 3 factions. The 3 factions are the Jake Paulers, the Clout Gang, and the Low Gang.
Kill me!
I'll be making a video on Rice Gum, not Logan, because Logan to me is fine. He isn't that bad, so yeah. Today I'm going to be talking about Jake Paul. Kinda cliche. It's kinda what all the other YouTubers are doing, but I have to make a video on him because he's Jake Paul. That was legit the worst excuse I've ever made. God damn. What's different about Jake is that he's not just a bad YouTuber, he's a bad human. I'm just going to be talking about his content because this topic is already oversaturated, and I think I said that before in the video. Here's a gay slide screen. I know this beef is several months old, but it's an important point to address in this video. I'm also going to put this in because I don't think anyone else has made a video on this. If you don't know about the drama between Jake and his is that Jake released his Everyday Bro. So after that, Logan tweeted out that he didn't like his Everyday Bro, and he said that it's trash. And that's understandable because that's what every single human would do. And then after Logan tweeted that out, all of a sudden, Jake came out of nowhere and dropped a diss track on Logan for no reason whatsoever. Like, goddamn, Jake. What the fuck? You're too savage! Jokes aside, that's strike 1 because you don't release a diss track, a public diss track, on your sibling just because he says your song sucks. Honestly, they could have solved this issue any other way. Like, they could have met in public, talked in the DMs, did anything else. But like, Jake chose to release a diss track to start this. And that's kind of fishy and suspicious. Like, why would you do that to your sibling? To make this a fair public. One reason why is because he wants more views from the videos. And I think that's the only reason that's there. Or he's incredibly stupid, which could be possible too. Either way, it's bad for Jake. And I do get that he could be pissed, but why the hell, even if you're pissed, why the hell would you release a diss track? For no reason. A diss track, that's like sidemen fake drama levels of fake. What the hell? I should stop being mad. I should stop ranting. I sound too much like Kavos. Okay, I took a chill pill. That's what all the kids say these days, right? So, I took a chill pill and now I'm chill. Yay. Okay, so let's go back on track. First of all, I want to say that I'm not against Logan in any single way. But I'm not part of the Low Gang. I don't like Logan as a YouTuber. And yeah, he's just okay to me. To restate that, I'm not a Low Gang banger. So after that, Logan responded with his diss track. It's called The Fall of Jake Paul. You can see that it's probably planned because the only time when you would drop a diss track after another diss track is when you're faking drama, like the sidemen drama. You can see how many freaking diss tracks they dropped. Like, what the hell? But normally, if they weren't faking the drama, then Logan could have just made a response video, like addressing Jake, talk to Jake in a DM, or anything other than a diss track. Because if you actually think of it, what does a diss track do to help them solve a conflict? Literally, you can just go to a DM, and if you want to roast him, then roast him there. You can see how many views a diss track gets compared to a normal video. Like, it's absurd. In the title, like, god damn. I know there are some dramas where it isn't fake, like for example, the KSI and Sky Does Minecraft drama. But I think he put down a diss track just because he knew that was going to get him views. And KSI responded with a diss track because he also knew that was going to get him views. So you can see Like, they're using this diss track trend to get views, and it was all started by Rice Gum, who I'm going to make a video on. So we now have a strike for Logan, and that's 1 strike for Logan, 1 for Jake, so 2 in total. I want to see how many strikes we can get by the end of the video. So after Logan released his diss track called The Fall of Jake Paul, he split it into 2 parts. One was a first verse and the other one was a second verse. The difference here was that he didn't release the second verse until like a couple weeks later. And normally just releasing a first verse and a second verse in 2 different parts, that's already kind of sketchy because you're getting double the views because you have 2 videos. And then he milked the crap out of it. He made like 10 videos about the second verse, and also the Jake. That's 2 strikes for both of them because you can see how many goddamn videos they made just because they knew that they could milk the crap out of the second verse. And just to mention, all of their videos, every single video on the second verse, except for the ones where the second verse or the first verse were actually released, all of those videos were bait to watch their vlog. You had to watch a long part of their vlog to actually get to the part where they mention the second verse if you want to be updated. And then after that, Jake releases the second verse. It's kind of clickbait, honestly, because you have to first have to watch his vlog to get to the actual second verse. And then after his vlog, he doesn't show the second verse properly. Like, it isn't a full screen. He records himself in front of the screen watching it. Like, it's not a reaction video where he has his face in the corner. He's literally in front of the monitor and he's playing the video. And then he censors out Alyssa Violet's face. So he basically got a ton of views off of this video. And it isn't even the real second verse that most of his fans wanted to listen to. And finally, Logan released the second verse. But you have to watch a couple minutes before he put the second verse in. And that's normal because it's fine because he's explaining why he made the second verse, and that's okay. I don't have a problem with it. But you could put it in a separate video and have the second verse in its own video. Instead of releasing the second verse with that, and then releasing the actual second verse without the first 6 minutes of him explaining it. So he doubled his views like that. And then after he released that, he got the second verse combined with the first verse to like make even more views. Like, what the hell? So after they finished with their drama on both of their channels, they uploaded like a music video where they're like, oh, we're back together again. And these videos, they didn't just do normal. They didn't just do well. They did amazingly well. Almost as good as the actual diss tracks themselves. In Jake's situation, it did better than his diss track. And these generated a ton of views. Like, a ton. I finished that segment. Let's move on to the next one. This one will be short. Title. He has a really clickbait thumbnail and a title that just adds to it. For example, one of his videos is called We Made Him Cry, and then the thumbnail is basically a dude crying. And you can see how the title and the thumbnail complement each other perfectly to get the guy to click to it. It's insane. Clickbaiting isn't only what Jake does. He also, so basically, he released It's Everyday Bro, which is probably the worst song ever. And then he made Nick Crompton say England is his city, and he made himself say he dropped merch and now it's selling like a god church. And those 2 lines are absolutely horrendous. And he knew that people were going to make memes about them. So then he made merch. He made merch for those 2 lines. Like, on one shirt, there's a shirt that says selling like a god church, and he's also selling another shirt that says England is my city, because he knew that people that wanted to be funny with the memes would buy that stuff. he maximized his revenue not just from his fans, but he also got a lot of money from a bunch of random guys trying to be funny with memes. So that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Bye.